Hello. Good evening. Yeah. Hi, Jennifer. Talkback of life. Good evening, Bessie. Bessie of life. My people. My mommy, I'm okay, ma. There's something blocking my view here. I don't even understand this thing. Okay. Okay. Please tell me where we are watching from. Let me know. You know, I always like. I am Superboy. Thank you. Good evening. Where are you guys watching from? Where are you guys watching from? Let me know. Where are you guys watching from? Please tell me. Sheffield. I know now. My mommy is watching from Sheffield. King J is watching from Port Harcourt. Thank you. Superboy is watching from Lekki Phase 1. Thank you for joining. Stella, Abuja. Stella say you are looking beautiful, ma'am. No, this light is not complete. I need one more light to be on. What's happening to our lights too? This little light of mine. Thank you. She says she loves my glasses. Thank you. 1 second, guys. This little light of mine. Oh my goodness. I was plugging the wrong lights. Yeah. Cool. Guys, what do you think of the light? Is the light better? It will now be showing inside the ring lights. No. To be a content creator is not this. Okay. Yeah, so good evening is better, right? Thank you. We're showing. That's in the glasses, but we'll manage it like that. Okay, so first of all, before we start, you know how it works. If you have any question, let me know, and I'll answer your questions. I like to answer, if you have any question bothering you, relationship, marriage, therapy, healing, identity, whatever it is, just let me know. Let me know your questions. Let me know your answers. Yeah. Okay, so also I know that some of you are already aware, some people don't know, that I have a webinar coming up. This year I want to help people that are interested. So I'm interested in 3 or 4 sets of people this year. Number 1, if you are single and you want to get married, I want to help you get married this year. So if you're interested, I have series of different programs and stuff that I've outlined for this kind of people. Why? Because I've realized that a lot of people don't, what you think requires to get married is not what it is. A lot of people don't know. At all. What you think is required for marriage, is not what a lot of people, is not what you are doing. Do you get? So a lot of people are just doing try and error. When it comes to relationship, there are steps. Hi, good evening, King David HRM. A lot of people are just doing try and error. There are some proven steps, strategies that would help you get married to a good person. I've done it before. I've helped people do it, so I want to help you. So because of that, I have a webinar coming up for February 15th. February 15th webinar, and it's shinkini money. You understand? Sometimes I like to do, webinars like that for very cheap money. You understand? So it's just chinkini money. It's 30,000 naira or $22. You get. So you can send a DM now. There'll be somebody to reply you, or click the link in the bio to pay through Paystack. You get to take you there. You can pay with your card. You can pay Emerald. You can pay with your card. You can pay with transfer, every other thing. So please, it's happening on February 15th. 10 a.m. is just 4 hours. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The next day after Valentine. I know that some of you don't have Valentine, so just jejely sign. What's in you? So I know that some people don't have Valentine. You don't have Val. Just jejely sign up for this program. You get what I mean? And then some of you, even if you have, you know that this Val, his head is not correct. Her head is not correct. You know, you are just there. King David says, I have an uncle that got married because he wanted to be ordained as a pastor. He doesn't love his wife. Now he treats her like trash. Okay. I'm sure there's still more that you want to tell us or you want to ask. Okay. Wow. That is crazy. Crazy. Chai. Is it too early to digress? A lot of people get married for the wrong reasons. And that's one of the things I'm going to treat on that day. The reason you got married is very, very important. I remember, I don't know if I've shared it here before. There was someone years ago, because I used to do matchmaking in the past. And I remember her paying the money for the matchmaking. And she was telling me, Lara, please, I don't want to pay house rent next year. And I'm like, is that why you want to get married? She said, yeah, house rent in Lekki is expensive. King David HRM says he married her for the wrong reason. Okay, so David, what do you have a question? Is there a question in that, or you just want to inform us of what your uncle has done? You get. So people get married for the wrong reasons. That could be the reason why you are choosing the wrong people, or the wrong set of, the wrong people. That could be the reason. That could just be the reason, because you want to get married for the wrong reason. Let's start with that. Why do you want to get married? Why? Please, though, if you are single here, answer my question. Why do you want to get married? I want to see what you have to say. Tell me, I'm waiting. If you're single here, you're not yet married, but you want to get married as soon as possible, tell me, why do you want to get married? Let me see. And don't worry, there's no wrong answer. Because some people will not be afraid. They will not go abuse me, or no. Nobody's going to abuse you. I just want to know. You understand? Why do you want to get married? Let me know. Everybody here on my life is married, right? King David said he didn't get up to a month. Oh, wow. Before marrying her. My question is, why would the lady even say yes to him in such short period of time? King David. You don't even know. Alexis Okodua says, because I want to be alone and I need a companion. I don't want to be alone and I need a companion, okay? While that is not a wrong reason, because companionship is something you get, but you also know that you can pick the wrong person that way, Alexis. You understand? Because anybody can pick your companion, right? Anybody can. If you're looking for somebody to make you feel not lonely, you will just pick anybody. Do you get? There should be more reason. I need your reason to be deeper. You get what I mean? Companionship should be one of the reasons, but not the only reason or the most cogent reason. King David says he didn't date her up to a month. Okay. So this happens a lot. It is very sad. Very, very sad. But it happens to a lot of people. I have seen it happen. In fact, I have seen I know a guy that, he Wow. You know what, King David, funnily, this guy too is a pastor. But I know he's not the same person. Don't worry, I know. You know, he's a pastor, and he wanted to get married for the longest time. He was chasing, I know him very well, so it's not hearsay or rumor or something. I know, I was inside the story. So he wanted to get married to, he was chasing some particular type of girls, you get, that he wanted to marry. I knew when he was trying to date one girl, and the girl stressed him. Like, I remember we were part of the people that went to deliver bouquet to the girl on Valentine, and she was very about it. Later, we heard that the girl got pregnant for someone else. You know, that's after spending almost over a year of chasing that girl. The second time, another girl, you know, that he chased, he told me, I think that girl was in school. It was in one university there in Lagos. No, in Songo. He would drive all the way from Lagos to go to this girl. Then when he gets there, the girl now say, when he calls the girl to come out, she'll say, oh God, I don't feel like coming out anymore. So they stressed him, not just those two girls alone, plenty girls. So he got tired, and he told me, oh my God, because he just told us he was getting married. All of us were shocked. How? Since when? I know when you were chasing this one now. What happened? He just said that he told the lady that he had been friends with her somebody introduced them. I don't think they were even friends. I think the girl is the younger sister of his pastor friend, and they had met once or twice. He said he just called the lady that, please, on the phone, are you ready to get married in the next 40 days? Are you ready to get married in the next 40 days? Please, go and think about it, and I need an answer tomorrow. If you are ready to get married, let's get this thing started. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how they got married, in 40 days. Trust me. I don't know how their marriage is faring. I don't know anything about them anymore. It's been a long time. But they are still together, of course. I know. But I'm just trying to tell King David that there are people that have gotten married under different circumstances in short notices. You get, for different reasons. David says, I want to get married because I can't be alone. I want to have children. Hey, Jesus. Okay, so there's nothing wrong. One of the reasons for marriage is procreation. But if that is what takes you to go and marry King David, you would miss out. You would get it wrong. You could choose anybody. As long as if you see a girl that is ready to procreate, to have children for you, you choose the person I'll be in. So don't just make it about procreation. I'm ready. Good evening. Ready for what? Ready for what? So why do you want to get married? So some of the reasons why people make mistakes in choosing wrong partners is the reason for getting married. Yes, we all have different reasons, and it's valid. For instance, if you want to get married because you don't want to be alone, and then you see a girl or a man that also says, I want to get married because I don't want to be alone. Both of you get married. But do you know what's wrong with my live video this evening? But do you know what happens is that when a lot of people get married for some reason at that time, I don't want to be alone, I'm getting older, I want to have kids, you know, and so they don't do their due diligence at that time. Men do this the most. A lot of men marry the person that is available. A lot of men. They would have dated one girl long, you know. The girl will be, well, not all men, a lot of men. The girl will be saying, what are we? Let's commit. The guy will be saying, calm down, I'm busy. I'm still chasing money. I want money. I love this thing. Until one thing, maybe the girl will leave. Something will happen. They'll break up with the girl, you know, whatever. And then when they are ready, they just look for the next available girl. She's ready to get married. She's pretty. She's neat. She's fine. She looks like she can have children. And then they marry. So after you marry, because you don't want to be alone, after you marry, because you don't want to have, you want to have children, then after some time, you now begin to have some needs. Some needs will now begin to evolve. Do you get? Like, I want to have some deep conversations with my spouse. but your spouse is not mentally on the same level with you. You can't have some conversations with her or with him because he or she is not up there mentally as with you. Problem have happened. Steve says, is there really wrong and right reasons for getting married? I'm of the opinion that it is relative. However, I would like to know if there are what the right reason to get married should be. It is relative. But at the same time, it's always good. It's always good to have some reasons to get married. Good reasons. You understand? So if you get married and you say, because especially men, women too, especially men, she's fine, she's cute, she has a job, she's neat, she looks like somebody that would, when they see her beside me, she cannot, then you marry her, problem happen. King J says, that's true. Years ago, I asked my cousin why he married his wife, and he said he told God that he wanted to marry at age 30. Show you what I'm saying. You just see somebody and you just got married. You are ready to marry. The person is ready to marry. Both of you come together, you get married. There are deeper reasons why you should marry. Why you want to marry, number one, and then why do you want to marry this person? Do you understand? Two different. What are the reasons why I want to marry? I'm a Christian, so I'm going to use some of those things. I want to fulfill purpose with my husband. Do you understand? You guys, of course, you know what I do. You know my purpose. I want to fulfill purpose with my husband. That's number one reason why I want to get married. Of course, to procreate, companionship. What again? To build an empire. That's very, very important for me. Do you understand? To build an empire, for emotional support. Do you understand? For friendship. So can you see these reasons? So when you have these reasons, you can't marry anybody. A lot of people have married anybody. Let me just tell you, a lot of married people now, let me tell you, if you are married on this live, you can confirm. A lot of married people, if they just give them opportunity and say, do you want to get out of this marriage, and it's not a sin before God, nobody is going to stress you, it's not a sin, your children will be fine, money is okay, nobody. How many of you want to leave this marriage? Trust me. Let me not be. I will tell you 80%. That's being modest. Of people want to leave their marriage. Because a lot of people married nonsense. I'm telling you the truth. A lot of people married nonsense. This my light is just doing his own drama. A lot of people married nonsense. I kid you not. Then also, when you are getting married, if you marry for where you are now, problem. If you want to get married, consider where you are going. Consider where you are going before you get married. Because you are married now, you are just earning 70K, you are living in a mini flat, so you're just looking for a girl that doesn't mind, you understand, that can, help you or be with you on this level now, blah, blah, blah. You marry the girl. Then as time goes on, you begin to get money. As time goes on, you improve yourself. Then your wife or husband cannot measure up to you anymore. Do you know this happens in a lot of marriage? Do you know? Marry for where you are going. Marry for, if you're a purposeful person. King J, okay. She said the year he turned 30, his friend posted one girl's picture and voila, they got married. Are they happy now? Because maybe they could just be happy one way or the other. Are they happy now? That's the question. Because some of us, you know what, when you say this thing, they'll say, some people say, but that's how some of our parents married and they stayed together. Staying together does not mean happy. Back then, they don't divorce. Back then, women don't have their money. So they couldn't leave their marriages. They couldn't leave their children. They couldn't leave their husbands. They were going to lose out. Then even if they left, their parents would chase them back. the stigma was too much back then, unlike now. So don't say they are still together. No, that's not what. And some of your moms that you think that, you know, they are happy, they are there, they know what you're there. Shut up. They are not. If you ask them deep down, they'll tell you the truth. But they can't. They've gotten used to it. Queen J says they are not happy. That your cousin that married at 30, I mean. They keep fighting and throwing fresh pepper. This I've never heard this one before. Which one is fresh pepper? Egbamio. They keep throwing fresh pepper at each other. That's terrible. You get. So, what are your reasons to get married? Make sure it can't be one, it can't be two. You get. I've told you my own reasons. Add your own. Add your own. So, if you want to get married, you know, with all these criteria that I posted, there was no way I could marry. No, not anybody cannot fit that criteria. No, anybody just can't fit that criteria. And then, so, this is why you want to marry. Then, number 2, who do you want to marry? Who? That person should have it may not have a name or a face, but that person should have a profile. That person what is the profile of the person you want to get married to? How do you create the profile of your ideal mates? Oh, I remember I did a course back then. The profile of your ideal mates. I haven't forgotten. I think it's a video. What is the profile of your ideal mate? What's the profile of your ideal man or woman? Don't just say, somebody told me, tall, dark, and handsome. It's okay now. Now, there are plenty of people that are tall, dark, and handsome, but they are very foolish. God forgive me. They don't have sense. I'm thinking like Bazakulejoriyo. Bazakulejoriyo will say, there are some, how does he say it too? There are some foolish looking, I can't remember, but there's the way he just says it. There are some people wearing suits, but they are foolish and senseless. There's a way, short, stingy with body odor. That's the person you want to marry. God will give you. So, what is the profile? I'm not saying, you know, the shape, because all those things can change. All those things can change. All those ones can change. I'm telling you. When you see somebody that has sense, that fits your values. So how do you build the values of the person that you want to marry? It should be your own values. What are your values? A lot of people, 80% of divorce is according to statistics, is caused by clash of values. What are your values? A lot of people don't even know what their values are. They just say, especially women, he's disturbing me. He's disturbing me. Then he's nice. He gets me food. You know, he calls me 3 times a day. I tell a lot of men, it's not difficult to get women. Men, let me give you a rejo here. Just get into her day. Be a part of her day. That's how. That's one of the ways. Be the first person that call her or send her a message in the morning. Do this every day. You don't need to be stalking, or you don't need to, you know, but just, hey, how you doing? How was your night? You know, good morning, sweetie. Good, you know, those nice words. Good morning, sweetie pie. You know, how was your night? All those things. You get. In the afternoon, check on her. How's your day coming? How is your work? She will tell you, oh, my boss. So if in fact my boss is irritating me today. If you see my boss, she does this. I don't know what's wrong with that woman. I don't know why she's always shouting at. I don't know why. You are getting her attention. I'm telling you. In case as a man you are wondering, I've been trying to get a girl, but that's how, you know. So, and then you offer her advice. Why don't you do it this way? Why don't you talk to her like this? Why don't you just take a stroll? Why don't you take a stroll? You understand? Maybe you should just avoid that for now. You should just, you understand? You make like, hey, that girl will be addicted to you. I'm telling you. And then when she's going home in the evening too, or she's gotten home, sweetheart, are you home? Especially chats. You know, now we do a lot of chat. Are you home? How is it going? I hope you're not too tired. Hope you had a great day. She'll tell you, oh, the boss I even entered said, if you know the Uber was just so hot, she's ranting to you. You are getting her, my brother. Kinje says, coach, you are casting us. But some of you men, you are stiff like this. Stiff like Olumoro, especially men of 40 years and above. Yes, let me cast you people. Very stiff kind of people. You say, which one is that? How can I call girl 3 times a day? How can I be chatting? I don't have work, ni. How can I? You are not ready. You are not ready. That's being emotionally available, being emotionally, supportive. And then you get, that's number 1. Then number 2, you now have good vision. You can now help her with her job or her business. You can give her advice. You can give her advice. I'm telling you, let me cast you. If you are a man, you can give her advice for her business. Like when she's stuck, she can call you like, man, this is my job, you know, and then you give her because you have capacity. Can you just say, she, coach, Otilo, right? You see, you can give her advice, not be the one where you will say, I don't know what you can do. I be Saka now. Or resign now. You don't have good advice. You understand? If you can give her good advice for her business, for her career, her job, her life, then you are now a little bit masculine. Let me explain masculinity. I'm coming to you women. Let me explain, because some men will say, Lara, I've done all of these things. But the girl, she still did not date me, or she dated me and broke up with me, or she cheated with me, she followed another guy. Maybe you are the feminine man. If you are now masculine, let me tell you how to be masculine. You don't have to say yes all the time to whatever she asks you. If you're always saying yes, girl, women don't like it. In that time, she'll be happy, but she'll be angry later. She'll just be like, this one is just a yes man. You cannot even challenge me. You cannot even say, that's one of the ways to be masculine. You understand? Then you don't exchange words like a woman. Maybe you guys are having issues or something, or, she has not spoken to you in 2 days or 1 day, or she's not answering you, but you are texting her up and down. Women will take advantage of it. How are you? I can't breathe. I can't do this. Just come nicely. Hi, how you doing, dear? I noticed you've not spoken to me. Is everything okay? I just wanted to check up on you. And she says, no, don't worry, everything is okay. You're like, okay. Then you come again, maybe in the evening. Hey, sweetheart, I just wanted to know, you've been a little bit this. Is everything okay? She says everything is okay. My brother, free her. That's how to be masculine. But are you sure everything's okay? You are texting her every minute. You are calling her every minute. She not go like you. Anyway, let me not cast the ladies too much. So let's leave that. Women, how do you now know the right guy? You see, Temilade Adam says, I told my boyfriend not to let me have my way all the time. If you're always allowing her to have her way all the time, I don't want to fight. I want her to have everything. Trust me, the girl will. Yes, he needs to say no sometimes. Yes, not all the time, but sometimes. Chai, see lines though. So women, what kind of man should you consider for marriage? What kind of man? Number 1, what is your own values? Number 1, what are your own values? Values are the ethics that you live life by. The ethics that you live life by. You know what that means? Meaning that, let me give you examples of my own. Like these things, you can't compromise them. These things consists of your life, like the way you run your life. Let me give you examples of my own value. Authenticity. I cannot be with a man that, because I'm an authentic person. I'm not a plastic person. I don't like people that are not authentic. You must be yourself. You cannot be pretending to be who you are not, or being fake about authenticity. So imagine you're an authentic person, but you now want to choose man that is always faking it, that he doesn't have money, he's always lying. Then you people now marry, or you're in a relationship, you now be complaining. Why are you always borrowing your brother's car? Why are you always posting this? That's the reason why. So your values, number one, for me, authenticity. 2, vulnerability. My husband knows. My husband is tough. He's a tough cookie. You see him outside like this, but when he's with me, he's a vulnerable somebody. You know, he really when you see him outside, my husband is a boss, but with me, he's a child. For me, that's what I want. That's for me. Vulnerability is very important. Very important. You know, then another one is drive, ambition. You cannot be with me if you're not ambitious. It's not possible. Me, I don't want to be great. I just want to be okay. You can't. It's not possible. You know, I just want to be okay. I just don't mind this life, you know. Let me just get small money and I'm fine. It's not possible. You can't be with me. So those are my values, you get. But I've dated people in the past that, you know, they weren't that ambitious. It looked as if they made me feel like I was too much. I was too ambitious. Do you get? But my problem was that I was choosing the wrong people. It's not they are not bad. I'm not bad. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to post your values in your comment section. Queen J says integrity is one of my values. Good. You know, it is one of my values too. Integrity, honesty. What else? Then for me, spirituality. Notice I didn't say fear of God. Because fear of God is relative. Yeah. Spirituality, somebody that has a relationship with God. You understand? I can wake you up in the middle of the night and say, I sense that we should pray. I have this thing. Let's agree together on something, you know, together as a couple. I don't want somebody that will tell me, oh no, church is not a big deal to me. Church, I'm not a church person. I cannot be with you. Or what's there? What's in church? Do we have to go to church? Jesus is in the heart. God is in the heart. It cannot. For me, it's okay for some people. Do you understand? I'm just telling you. So these are the reasons why people clash. Sharon says trustworthy, loyal. Good. What else? What else? You know, I've also seen that some women don't ask for, they don't require too much from men. So I told one of my clients recently, I'm like, I want to see your list. Like, what are your values? She's like, hey, what do you expect from men? He say, as long as he can hold conversation. Are you joking? An unavailable and emotionally unavailable man can hold conversation. Good night, love. See you tomorrow. So, Temilade Adam says emotional intelligence, fantastic. Spirituality, beautiful. You know, but it should not be one. It should be at least, I would have loved if you write at least 5. Let me see. Do you get what I'm trying? Let me help you troubleshoot it or check. Do you get what I'm trying to say? You get. For me, fun is also part of my values. Fun. I had that issue a little bit with my husband, you know, because it wasn't so much of a fun, or not like he wasn't so much of a fun person. What he saw as fun was very different from what I saw as fun. But now we've been able to synchronize. You get. So fun. I'm just telling you my own. Because I'm a fun person. I cannot be too serious in my life. Whatever I am doing, I put fun. Ask my clients. One of them told me last week that, Coach, you're so dramatic. And I love it. I say, me too, I love it. Just be managing me. I'm your dramatic therapist. If you are looking for a therapist that will be serious all the time, morning till night, it's not me. It's very important. Do you understand? Fun is very important. I just like to have a good laugh. I must laugh, and I'll also make you laugh. Sharon says someone that has healthy or good relationship with money. Okay, so what would you call that one as? I'm laughing. No, is there a link to follow? What is Coach Lara wearing? That's my group or my community on Instagram. By the way, are you part of my community on WhatsApp? It's fun. It's a ball there. We talk a lot, and Sharon says kindness. Someone who is kind. That's kindness. That's good. Stella says integrity, spirituality, kindness. Kindness is important, ladies and gentlemen. Generosity, thoughtfulness. Good. So you see that kindness. Let me explain, because everybody says marry a kind partner, marry a kind partner. Some people say, what is even kind partner? A kind partner should be kind to other people, not just you. That's how to know. How do I join your WhatsApp community? Click the link in my bio. There's a link in my bio. By the way, my WhatsApp community, I can give you discounts, and I can just come and say I give you discount. Do you understand? So today I give them 30% discount for people that, for some. Then in December, I said December 24th, I did Santa Lara. Whatever you want today, you get on the group. A lot of people got free sessions, as long as it's not money. So people tell me, I want free session with you. I give all of them. So people say, I want 50% discount. So people say, I want to join the healing school for free. So you can always get, some of those freebies if you join my community. So Sharon says open-minded. Yes, open-minded is very, very important. Yes, click the link in my bio. Thank you, Queen J. Yes, Queen J says you gave 30% tonight. Why did you not? So you are now WhatsApp community, Queen J. So why did you not participate in 30%? You get. So what are your values, ladies and gentlemen? I want to see your values. Put it in the comments, because that is the reason why one of the reasons why you keep having broken relationships. That's the reason why you keep choosing people that are not good for you. What are your values? I want to see it in the comment section. Temilade Adam says someone who has the ability to learn, unlearn, and relearn. So what would you call that when it comes to value? I think that should be, is that flexibility? Yeah, flexibility, teachability, open-mindedness could qualify. Someone who respects women in general and not only me. Yeah. Very important. Very, very important. Because some men don't respect women. They'll be like, I have your type at home. You shut up. She keep quiet. Don't talk to me. I'm a man. When a man is talking, a woman keep quiet. Are you joking? So someone who respects women in general and not only me. Family oriented. That is a thing, ladies and gentlemen. And let me tell you how you would know, because this person is single. You may not know because you don't have children yet. How is he with his family members? If he's telling you, I don't talk to them, we are not close, they did this, be careful. I'm telling you, because that's the family you are marrying into. He's going to come and bite you in the ass. Trust me. I don't talk with them. I'm on my own. I'm telling you, if you are a family-oriented person. If you are not, if you two, you are cool like that. Me too, I don't talk to my family. I don't want you to talk to your family. I want the two of us. If that is your own, no problem. Say go be. But if you know that you're a family-oriented person, someone like me, I'm very close to my family, my mom, I speak to my sister almost every day. My brothers, we joke, we're so funny, so connected, so in my family. So the person has to be family oriented. It's important. If not, the person might complain about your closeness to your family. The person might try to cut you off. The person, I'm telling you, is going to make it a problem for you. So family and the willingness to help the poor. Oh my goodness, that's someone who is should I say, what do we call that now? Charity minded, right? You get. That's good. That's very, very good, Temilade. Very, very good. Who else? Tell me your values. Give me like 5 at once. You get. Give me like 5. It's very, very important. These are the reasons why some of you choose people that are bad for you. And then some of you don't even know your own values. Let me tell you how to know. It's one of the things we do at the Healing School, the School of Identity. You can go on internet this night and type list of values. Type list of values, then pick 10 that you will see thousands. Just keep checking one by one. You may not check thousands. You might check up to maybe 100. Just keep scrolling until you see 10. Just choose 10 that resonates with you. That you know that, oh, this is my thing. Kindness is my thing. Integrity is my thing. Honesty is my thing. So do never ever date anybody outside of those things. Never. If accountability, yes, I forgot to mention, that's one of my values, accountability. I'm a very accountable person. You have to be accountable if you are with me. Hey, you cannot, those people that will just disappear and come back. For what? Where did you go? What happened? You have to give me lowdown. I need to be able to call you. What are you doing? And you're like, why are you asking me that? Or where are you? Sweetheart, how now? Where are you? Where you there? And you're like, what's that? Why are you asking me? I don't like somebody to be asking me. You cannot be with me. You can't. Because I like people to be accountable. You should be able to be accountable to me if we're together. And I will also be accountable to you. Then you should also be accountable to higher authority. So that in case you are moving mad in future, there should be somebody we can call and report you to. Those things are very key. Because let me tell you, people move mad. Even you too, today, you can move mad in future. Why? Because madness resides in everybody. I'm telling you the truth. Fact. Madness resides in everybody. So you also need to have someone that they can, when the person calls you and say, Lara, stop that now. Your husband just called me that, stop it now. You should be able to have somebody like that, no, even if you are right, you will shut up. It helps. Same thing with the man or do you get? It's very important. That's for me anyways. Accountability is a thing for me. You get? So I'm not going to be with somebody that this is my final, I make my decisions myself and that's the end. I don't care whose ox is God. You are finally, that is a disaster going somewhere to happen. That kind of a man can hurt you in future. Because he can just wake up tomorrow and say, okay, so I don't want to, this thing that we agreed on, I don't want to do it anymore. And just you are trapped, you are shocked because that's not how you guys came together. I've seen this happen a lot of times. Okay, so Temilade says an individual who has no relationship with any of his family members is a red banner for I like her. She's a banner. It's not even flag. This is that one a banner. King J says, and that is totally different from that's totally different from always reporting your spouse to everyone. No, of course not. Of course not. Of course not. That's not accountability now. That is not accountability at all. Stella says honesty. Good. You have to be honest. Vulnerability. A lot of African men are not vulnerable. A lot of African men are not vulnerable. They just, don't be with that kind of person. I beg you in the name of God. Why? Because your husband will be going through stuff or might be living another life. You will not even know. Because you're a woman. I can't share with a woman. I can't share. I can't talk to a woman. Be careful. So honesty, vulnerability, kindness, loving. Good. Loving is key. Some people don't know how to love. They don't have it in them. It's not their fault. It's broken. It is broken. You will know. When you meet a loving person, when you meet somebody that was raised with love, you will know when you see the person. I'm telling you. So loving, humility. Sugar. Stella, God bless you. Because some people are proud. Very, very proud. So humility it's a thing. So, thank you so much for sharing your values with me. So values is one of the things that you should look for in a man. Look for values. Then two, I don't know how you'll find out, but the trauma, everybody has trauma. Everybody. It would be nice if you can find that out. And how would you know? How are you raised? Those kind of questions. You don't have to be doing interview for the person. Those tell me, how did you grow up? Is it dad alone? Is it mom alone? Hey, all those things. If it is one parent, if it is one parent that raised somebody, there's an evident trauma. I'm telling you. It doesn't mean that you should not marry them. You get. But I always tell people it's better to know what you are going into. Some people were raised by a single mom or a single dad. Yes, they have some form of deficiencies, but they've been able to work on themselves. They've been able to work on themselves. Oh my goodness. Wow, I need to say this call. I have a call that's very, very important. 1 second, guys. Yep. Tewo? Which one? I'm on live video. Which one? Oh, okay. Well, I'm on live video. Bye-bye. I'm on live video. They are hearing my conversation with you. Bye-bye. Okay. Yeah. So, it was somebody that was doing something for me. I thought it was an emergency. Temilade says, my partner was raised with an abundance of love. Good. Sometimes my insecurities get to me and I feel that my partner is not a human being. Yes, I understand. I get this very much. I understand it very well. If somebody is raised on love, but you are raised with cocoa, like you will even see it as a problem. So you now need to work on your own trauma so that you don't chase him away, so that you don't lose him, so that you don't make him hard, so that you don't harden him. His parents are lover birds, yes. So that you don't harden him. I'm telling you, because I know a couple that the husband said, he said he was a romantic. He used to write poem and all of that. But when he met his wife, the wife would be like, I beg, na poem we won't chop. I beg, no work, better work. And the guy just locked out. He just locked out. He became distant emotionally. You don't want that. I also know a couple who said, the woman said the man used to ask, for just send me your pictures. Not nude though. They are married though. Just send me your pictures during the day. I just want to, maybe he traveled or something. He'll be like, I beg, you want to eat my picture? I beg, I'm busy, Joe. I beg. And, he said by the time he did that a couple of times, he locked out. He became distant. Or another person that his love language is touch. He just likes to hug. You understand? To touch his woman, to touch her, hug her, feel her, carry her leg. Some people are like that because that's how they were raised. And this woman apparently had a trauma with touch. You understand? There's some sort of abuse going on there, sexual abuse. So she's very, if you touch her, she can blow you. Reflex. It was a war. It was a tug of war. So you need to go and heal yourself. You need to go to therapy so that you can be able to retain that kind of love. Because, see, no matter how much somebody loves you, after a while, if you keep giving them bullshit and all of that, they get tired. They seek it elsewhere. It may not be seek it elsewhere, may not be with another human. It may be with something else. Maybe they just bury themselves in work, you understand, or anything, and that's it. And they are locked out of their emotional compartments. So some women, that's the also reason why you are attracting hard men. You know how I know? And there was a time when I used to watch Big Brother. I don't watch it anymore. I'm too busy now and it doesn't add to me. So I don't watch it anymore. But I remember there was a time. So there was this girl that I was talking to. And she liked a particular kind of guy. She liked a guy. And that guy is the villain. That guy is the bad one. But, I don't know. I think that happens in every reality show or TV. I don't know. People just seem to like bad people. People that are badly behaved. They call them strong. They call them... So I was shocked. And I now started asking her in the previous Big Brother shows, which one of the she liked, who were her favorites, the guys. And I saw that they had the same pattern. I already know there's a problem. There's a problem. You just like somebody that is badly behaved, is rude, speaks to people in a rude way. You like men that don't, they are just intolerant. They are, and you say, he's so masculine. When he stands like this, he's so authoritative. When he speaks, people shut up. That's how you will shut up when he's speaking to you. So I had to help her trace it, that there's a problem here. And then I started asking her about the kind of men that she likes, that she had dated in her past. Of course, they are the same. And do you know how we also could trace it to her dad? So, ladies and gentlemen, the kind of upbringing you have will contribute to the kind of people you attract and you choose. That's why you need to heal from your upbringing. There's some of you, the things you go and choose in men or women are things that you didn't get from childhood. That's a thing. You get. Let me explain to you. Maybe in childhood, nobody paid attention to you, because a lot of people were like that. Maybe last born or first born. Nobody paid attention to you, or middle children. Yes. Middle children are like that. So now you are an attention seeker. You want somebody that will be calling you morning, afternoon, night, and this guy is busy. It's not like he doesn't call you. It's not like he doesn't love you. But because of you were deprived of attention from childhood, you now make it a thing. You will chase good men away. You now say, no, he's not emotionally available. He doesn't like me. It's you. Something is wrong with you. You're not secure in yourself. You have anxious attachment. You understand? Your style of attachment is anxious. Anxious attachment, by now, I'm sure a lot of you know, is people that are always chasing. You're the one, you are not calling me. What's going on with you? Where are you? What are you doing? I want to know what you're doing. You have anxious attachment. And this comes from abandonment issues. This comes from, it's some form of trauma. Neglect, emotion. You have been emotionally neglected when you were a child, or abandoned, or you weren't cared for. So because of that, you develop to be this, hey, if they're not calling you, if they're not touching you, if they're not seeing you, if you're not seeing them, it means that they're abandoning you. You don't know, but that's what you are. Go and heal. I have healing school. Sign up for my healing school. Attend my therapy programs. You understand? Very, very key. And ladies and gentlemen, these things are the things I'll be talking about at the Achieve Your Goal webinar. It's 30,000 naira. If you know me, you know that this is a gift. To speak to me for 1 hour. 1 hour is 100,000 or $72. That's on Zoom. If you want to come to my office, it's 200,000 for 1 hour. You get. So sometimes I just do those low income, we call them low-hanging fruits, once in a while, just to, help as many people as possible. King James says, I used to be like that because I was abandoned by my mother at 3. Shall you see? Shall you see? I once read, someone said her mom called her. I think she said she was in a friend's house. She was a teenager or early 20s. Her mom called her on her phone, and she didn't pick. By the time she got home, or by the time I don't know if she got home. By the time she was able to call her mom back, her mom was dead. So, do you know what that did to her? Trauma. She doesn't joke with calls. Now, she wants to kill you with calls. If you call her, she must call you 15 times back. If you are not picking, she's hyperventilating. That's a trauma that can affect your relationships. All these things, if you have poor self-image, I'm not really that much to look at. I don't have a fine face. I don't have a fine body. This used to be my problem. My own was that I had a child, I'm after one. So nobody would really, I felt like any single guy that wanted to be with me was doing me a favor. That is low self-esteem, poor self-image. You need to work on that in therapy. So there is no good marriage or good relationship without good self-image, because that is where it starts from. So some people, when they're in a relationship, they'll be complaining. In fact, a lot of people in marriages, but the problem is not what the person is doing or what you're doing. The problem is your choice. It's from the beginning. The problem is from the beginning, your choice. You have chosen wrong. Why? And you chose wrong because of who you are. Because you don't think much of yourself. You don't think much. You probably have suffered sexual abuse as a child, or you probably grew up as an orphan, or you know, a lot of things you had, or probably you had a child early like me, or your parents didn't have money, you weren't loved properly. So because of that, you saw yourself, or somebody told me her parents didn't really pay much attention to her, so she self doesn't even pay much attention to herself. She said she saw herself as unimportant. Another person said, she had an illness. She still has the illness, that affects some part of her physical body. This thing can cause you to have poor self-image. So you will take the barest minimum. You will celebrate bare minimum. This used to be me. I always like to share my story with you guys. This used to be me. He's calling me. Should he not call you? He bought me Valentine's gift without me even prodding him. That's the bare minimum. You get? Some men, they don't even, he's coming home, he's doing this. That's the bare minimum. Or some people, sorry, I'm trying to remove this white thing in my hair. Some people, they found out he's cheating. They'll say, at least he's hiding it from you. When you ask the man, he lies. No, there's nothing between us. So people will say, he loves you. Oh, my friend, you better hold him. All men cheat. Oh, if he hides it from you, it's because he loves you. You have a poor self-image. You have a distorted image of yourself. Or you are dating, you're like, as long as he's not married, all of us, you know that your man has other girls. We are fighting for shirts. You're fighting for Jessie. Is it not Jessie or what? Like, every man has a side chick. You have a poor self-image of yourself. All men in Lagos, all Lagos men cheat. You have a poor self-image. You don't think you are that much. You are that important. You have a poor self-image of yourself. I sent an email yesterday. Your love life is a reflection of your self-image. The kind of person you date or chose or marry is a reflection of your self-image. If you want to start dating rightly, you have to change your self-image. You have to work on it. That was what I did. That was what changed the game for me. Because when I tell people in sessions that, I did, they'll say, coach, you are just lucky. You are very... No, it's not luck. When you raise your self-image, the people that will be attracted to you, they will also be on that level. But you are here. So normally it's guys that are here or here that will come to you. So if you want to start changing, if you want to start dating differently, first of all, therapy is a must to my brother and my sister. Therapy is a must. I did therapy for 4 years. I talk about it anywhere. Not just therapy, personal development courses, personal development programs. Anytime I see they are doing one course somewhere, is identity, is clinical mind, is emotional intelligence, I don't go do them. Why? Because I wanted to reprogram myself. Hi, Slated, how you doing? I wanted to reprogram myself. So, therapy is a must. It is. You have to start raising your self-image. Your self-image is the reason why you keep dating fuckboys. Your self-image is the reason why they keep cheating on you. I'm a good girl. Oh. I have never cheated on any man. I'm always there for them. I cook for them. If they ask me for sex, I give. If they do this, everything I give. But they always end up treating me bad. It's your self-image. Because you don't rate yourself. You don't rate yourself that much. So you choose men that you know they are flawed. You now say nobody is perfect. As long as he loves you and is willing to work on it with you, that's all you need. Oh, well, my dear, understanding girlfriend, Bele. It's your self-image. You don't think much of yourself. So naturally, you will choose men, and low self-esteem is very. How will I say it now? It's very, it's like a smell. That's how you would attract abusers. Abusers will be attracted to you if you have low self-esteem. Controlling people, they will be attracted to you if you have low self-esteem. If you have a poor self-image of yourself, I'm already in my 50s. What do you expect? I beg, let me just say, marry this one. I'm already in my 40s. All those things. I already have 3 children. I already have 2 children. I beg, let me just settle for this one. We'll be working it together. We'll go meet them for front. Work on raising your self-image. Some people say, oh, I would have signed up for therapy, but I don't have money yet. Let me tell you the cheapest way for now, before you get money. Go on YouTube. I've said this thing every time. Go Instagram. Make sure all the people you are following on Instagram and on YouTube, they are people that, talk about these things. Watch one video per day on improving your self-image, improving your self-esteem. Watch one video per day. Please do. Life will not be the same. I told somebody yesterday, use this thing as a drug. You know the way they will say, you have ulcer, you must take 1 drug every day. You have high blood pressure, you must take 1 drug every day. You have this thing, you must take. Use this thing. Let this video, 1 video per day, let it be your drug that you take every day. Because in 1 year, you will thank your stars. You will see that your perspective has changed. Your life has changed. The way you think has changed. But your own, you feast on Instablog. You feast on Cutie Jules. I know all of them. Because those are people I used to read back then. You feast on Gist Lover. You feast on all the other blogs. That's where you sit down. You begin to, Two-Face and Annie. You see? Never suffer with a man. Never do this with a woman. Toke Makinwa, Tiwa Savage, and what's that one's name? T-Bills. Never kinika. Those are the people that are your role model. You don't know that they are controlling you. Instablog is programming you. You don't know. Gist Lover is programming you. You don't know. You start shifting the way you think. You start putting yourself in those scenarios. Before you know it, it's the law of attraction. You start attracting people like that. Be careful. Be careful. The choice of who you marry is, if not one of the most important choices you will ever make in life. It will be the second or third most important choice, because it can kill you, literally. It can make you, it can mar you, it can destroy you if you're not careful. Yes, you may divorce, but even when you divorce, I told somebody, or I tell everybody, divorce does not leave you the same. You're no longer that person that before you met them. It's difficult. You have to go through therapy. You would come out of that marriage damaged. And before you get yourself, you need some years. That is the cost of a terrible marriage. You may lose money, you will lose direction because you can't think properly. You can be less productive because of your emotional trouble, especially women. Some men can still learn how to compartmentalize. Even though I have clients, men, that they cannot be productive because of marital issues too. You might lose some things. You will lose years. You will lose time. But the good thing is that if you have lost anything, if you've been through a divorce, you can start again. That's my story. Me too, I did. It wasn't easy, but I did it. God helped me. Therapy helped me. Personal development helped me. My own determination helped me. Instead of saying, "Na luck, I beg." Na luck. Marriage, na luck. It's not true. It's not luck. What you put in, you get. Who you are. I remember when I was in the bank years ago, I had a colleague then. She used to do she said the way she was raised at home. She used to tell me, I had a car then. She didn't have a car. A guy will want to go and watch a movie. The guy will tell me, she will tell me that, okay, so you want. The guy will tell me, Lara, let's meet there. He say, oh, that's not how I was raised though. That girl, they used to call her Shako. You are too pompous, you are too this. She just says a lot of, she didn't really grow up in Lagos. So she say, I think a lot of Lagos men are they're used to cheap women or women that they just don't care. They sell themselves cheap. She's married today. She's been married for, I think they celebrated their 15 years wedding anniversary recently. I know the person she married. I talked to her. That is one of the marriages I admire in my life since I have been alive. The love, the emotional connection, the respect, the friendship. You can literally touch it when you're with them. Self-image. Back then, she was nearing 30. Then, and of course, that's a problem in our society. 30. She didn't care. You not choose this one. This one is fine. This one has money. This one is ready. Hey. She kept saying no. This one, he doesn't have self-respect. He doesn't prioritize me. That's what you think. Me, that time, I'll be like, hey, let us choose one, no. That's why I take choose. Get what I'm saying? So, your self-image affects the kind of person you choose. You don't really rate yourself. That's what makes you choose people that are, that don't rate you either. Because, of course, the signs are always there. You will see it from the beginning. Ninja is laughing. You will see it from the beginning. Trust me. It doesn't, an unhappy marriage or a terrible spouse does not spring on you suddenly. It's not true. There were things you overlooked. So, if you are still single, you are not yet married, you are in luck. Wallahi, you are in luck. You can still work on these things. You can. And I also need to tell you singles, don't be too there's something we teach I'm going to teach you in the Achieve Your Goals webinar. Don't be attached to the outcome. If it has to be Teddy or nobody. Yama jail. Let me interpret. You will suffer. If it's this guy, some people are like that. You are so attached to the outcome. I was telling them in Powerhouse on Saturday that yes, you're setting a goal. Somebody she wants to get married this year. She's already in a relationship. I said, if you say, you need to be open to God. You need to be open-minded to God, to the universe, whatever you believe. So that in case it is not this person, her brain, first of all, she was like, coach. I said, yes. Because God knows what is best for you. But if you are holding on with it, is you or nobody else, you will suffer. Slater says a lot of people with very high self-image are single nowadays because of the high percentage of low-quality people out there. It's better to be single than be in a terrible marriage or relationship. My sister, if this is your reason for singleness, please embrace the singleness. My sister, I'm telling you, because your own will come. But the only problem I have with that, Slated, is that sometimes it's not self-image that is. Some of these women, I don't mean you, by the way, but I know some women especially feminists in this century, God forgive, before you people come and bite me now, but the truth has to be said. there are good feminists. The real meaning of feminism is not a bad thing. But the people that are practicing it, they are something else. So to them, it's good self-image, but no, it's superiority complex, which is also inferiority complex. It's not good self-image. To them, it's the trauma of being of a man or men in their lives that have hurt them. So because of that, they have a vendetta against men. So they see every fault in every man. That is not a good self-image. That is trauma masquerading as good self-image. Some women are like that. They think, I can't settle for less. This kind of person cannot be. No, it's not. That's not the problem. You have problem, madam. Because you nibble at the littlest things, or the littlest of things. You get. So that's one thing. But of course, there are good women out there who have good self-image, and they have chosen to be single until they find somebody that can match it and treat them right. Fantastic. You are a good person. Please go ahead. If this is you, go ahead. Because it's better to be single, my sister and my brother, my brethren of the Lord. It is better to be single than to be in an unhappy relationship or marriage. I've been there. You will cry. You will cry blood. You will look for tears. You will not see it. So don't every time get jealous or get, God when. Be careful what you God when. Be careful. Be careful. Be very, very careful. You get. Which also ties to your reasons for getting married. That's what we talked about in the evening. Or I say in the evening, in the beginning. What are your reasons for getting married? It's to escape this house. To escape loneliness. You will choose the wrong person. To escape my parents. To just, some people is to relieve financial burden. Yes. I just need somebody to help me with my financial burden. Yes, I'm tired. I told you, some people tell I'm tired of paying rent. At least the man will be paying rent. Those are not good reasons. My biological clock is ticking. I need to get married and start having children. That is not a good reason. Because then you now go and marry a terrible man that you now start having children for a terrible person, a traumatized man, and then you start raising dysfunctional children. Your children will now sit with therapists in future trying to heal from the damage that you have caused them. So, any other question? I have some minutes more. Please sign up for the Achieve Your Marriage Goal webinar. It's 30,000 naira or $22. It's happening on February 15th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. West African time. There's no recording, except people that will pay for recording. Some people, that's how we do it. If you want recording, you will pay more because it's a cheap class. Do you understand? So please sign up, because these are the things that you will learn, and then I will teach you practical strategies on how to attract your husband or wife this year. I'm telling you, those are the things I have done myself. I've done it. I have taught people. You should even upload. I think we have about 2 testimonials as regards that. We'll look for it and upload it. You guys, sorry. Any question from anybody? You have a question? You have a question as regards what I have thought, or maybe something unrelated, please go ahead. Please go ahead. And also, please join my WhatsApp community. It's a thriving community of people. You can ask questions. It's a very fun. You know that me, I'm fun. I'm a fun person. I used to do a lot of drama in the group. I'm a drama queen. You get. And I give a lot of free gifts. Sometimes I give you free sessions. Sometimes free healing school. Sometimes, like today, I just came and said, 30% discount for anybody today till tomorrow morning, and some people have already taken advantage of it. So you get a lot of discounts, and and then you get to ask me question directly, and I will answer you on the group. Some people also would answer you. We get to share, we do riddles, we do testimonials, different things. You get, it's a thriving WhatsApp community. I'm just trying to build a community of people that want to get better in life. You get. Slated says, yes, I have been wondering, those kids that were gotten through a sperm bank, won't they go through psychological issues in future? Of course they will. Just thinking. Of course they will. What will you tell your child? And this is not me trying to knock anybody's choice or choices, because we have free will of choices. But when you think of it, what will you tell your child? It can create identity crisis for a child. Your dad, or even children that know their dad, but they don't live together. They have identity crisis. They have low self-esteem. They have trauma from that. Let alone children that, don't even have a known father. Yet, so that's that. Any other question from anybody? Or does anybody have any request? Let me be nice to my Instagram people today too. Do you have anything you want to ask me of, maybe my life, maybe my story, maybe something you just... Don't ask me for money. Me, I don't used to give people money, just so you know. Because I feel like a lot of people we like to be enabled in this side of the world. We just want people to be dashing us money without providing value. So if you have anything, let me just be nice. How do I join the WhatsApp group? Click the link. There's a link in the bio. You can do it now. Somebody just joined now. I can see it. There's a link in the bio that will take you to my WhatsApp community group. It's called the LKI community. LKI is Lara Kudaisi International. LKI community. You understand? You will just take you there directly. You get what I mean? So, sign up for the Achieve Your Marriage Goal webinar. Also, if you want to, it's not for you, it's not about marriage. Marriage, it could also be marriage, but you want to grow this year, you want to 10x your income, you want to start living in abundance, you want to have a different mind shift, you want to have a better mind shift, you want to be able to be in control of your emotions, and think properly. Join my Powerhouse community. That's one of the community that's also thriving. Powerhouse for this year. We are on a WhatsApp group too, but we are reading books. We read different books. We do book review, book study. Every Sunday you share what you get from the book and how you're going to apply it to your life. Then we meet once a month on Zoom with your goals. You tell me, I'll do some teaching about the book to an extent. Then after, I'll start attending to everybody one by one. What are your goals? You get. It was beautiful last week Saturday. It was so beautiful. What are your goals? Because we have target, we have review. When is the time? What do you need to do? You get. So by this also time we're coming back, we're going to ask you how far you've gone for the goal. And then I also help to expand the people's goals. Like, that was so beautiful. Somebody was like, I want to end this thing. And I'm like, why? Is that your best? Why do you want to end that low? What is the driving force? And I helped her expand her mind. She was like, oh my God, coach, I wasn't thinking like this. So thank you. And, I'm like, you can, you have the capacity to do it. You get. And, she's already telling me, coach, I've done one, or I've gotten one, or I've gotten two. You get. That's the Powerhouse community. Program is for 1 year. You get. So you can still join. That one is 3 million naira or $2,150. Or the healing school. Is 8 weeks. The group one is starting from February 17th. It's 500,000. I don't know how much that is in dollars yet. You get. So I think that is it for now. So I know some people want me to also go live on YouTube. The second tripod that I would have used is broken. Somebody broke it and I forgot. I should have replaced it. So there was no way I could have placed my second phone on this. So next week, hopefully, by God's grace, we should have improved on that. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining my TED Talk this evening. I come live on Instagram every 9 p.m. on Thursdays. So you can set your notifications and follow my page. If you go on my YouTube, I have over 400 videos on my YouTube. If you binge on them every day, trust me, you will get close to healing. I'm telling you, there's a lot that you can learn from my YouTube page or even this my Instagram. There's so much knowledge, so much treasure that I give every morning. We post every morning. You get that you learn from, and your life will never remain the same. All right, I always say before I leave that it is never too late to start over. Bye for now, everybody. Bye, guys. See you next week Thursday, or see you on the WhatsApp community. Where else can I see you? Maybe in Powerhouse if you join. Maya. You're welcome. Okay, Oluwashikemi says $358. Yes. Yes, $358 is 500,000. Yes, that's to join the group healing school. That one is starting on February 17th. Every Sunday, 7 p.m. West African time. That's the meeting time for 8 weeks. So that will help you. God bless you, everybody.